Menzies, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. I'll give you the countdown.
What's good, y'all? What's good? It's your boy Staz. We back at it again with another episode of the Definition of Active on AZ Way Too Active, you feel me? We got a special guest in the building tonight, you feel me? The high roller himself, marketing guru, you feel me? Promoter, host, and a whole bunch of other titles as well, man. Just an all-around dope entrepreneur. My guy, Jordan Menzies, in the motherfucking building. What's good,
Man,
G?
I appreciate you having me, bro. It's love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yo, I don't know if you remember, bro, but I like to think about, times that, I be linking with people and shit, you feel me?
Yeah,
And like,
definitely.
I don't know if you remember the first time that we met and we started chopping it was back when Wasted Grain
Yeah.
was popping on Sunday Fun Day
I do remember
in
that.
Scottsdale and shit,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 2019 and shit.
Right.
And I don't know if we was like chopping it on IG before or something, but
Probably,
you
honestly.
feel me? We was faded and whatnot drinking. I think you had a table. I think you had a table next to me or something.
Yeah.
I think we was. I was with the bro and everything. Like
Right.
we was celebrating something. I think, but I just remember that. You know what I mean? Chopping it and just showing respect, giving props, and just saying, fuck with what you doing. And it was likewise, on both ends. So
Definitely. No, I always, I always respected what y'all had going on. Like if I had something going on in the city, I would always, tap in to try to get it posted by y'all. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, throw this up for me or
no
whatever the
facts.
situation was, or just linking in person. It's always
Yeah.
been, it's
No
always been
facts,
solid
man.
for sure.
Salute for that.
Yeah.
For keeping it on it for sure.
Right.
So you back out here now, man? I seen you was out in Vegas and shit.
Yeah,
for a
man.
minute.
Back out here fucking around. I went to Vegas. Vegas was cool. Fucked around in Vegas for like a year. I felt like just to kind of just get a new scene, new vibe, new energy, and I feel like it did that for me. But ultimately, it's like it's just different out here. You go out, people. It's easy to just link with your homies or whatever. Where Vegas, I had homies, but it was just like more on a different type of tip out there. Kind of went out there for a business type tip, but
Yeah. You was going out a lot out there to the casinos and all that?
bro, I love to gamble. That's one thing I do love
Okay.
to gamble. That's one downfall of myself, I would say. I was living in casinos for sure, but Vegas, bro, that's just the culture out there. You getting money fast, you spending money fast. Like people like coming and going throughout the city, so it's like it's kind of hard to really like find a situation or like somebody that's like really out there, where a lot of people will be there, but it's like on some temporary type shit.
Got you. Yeah, I always, even though you was out in Vegas, I always seen you popping up out here still.
Yeah, I always like
state to state.
Arizona's got a lot of you feel me out here, like females for sure. That I feel like it's vibes. Arizona's vibes, bro. Clubs is popping out here. I love AZ, so I always come back and forth.
Yeah, man, most definitely. I think a lot of people nowadays in other parts of the country, I think a lot of people is not hip to what Phoenix and Arizona got going right now. You feel me?
Right.
Arizona is really a hotbed for,
like
you said, the ladies. You feel me? Sporting events.
Right.
You feel me? Parties and events. They got the golf course and all that shit. People coming from all over the world now out here. So, it's a beautiful thing for sure. So, to get started, man, for the people who don't know, you originally from Vallejo.
Yes, sir.
California.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel
I was
me?
born in Vallejo, California. Yo.
What brought you out to Arizona and shit? You feel me? Kind of explain how you came out here from Vallejo, and do you go back often?
I was born in Vallejo. All my family was in Vallejo. I spent probably like 10 years out there, and then my dad had got a job transfer to Sac. I lived in Sac for like 4 years.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
For those that don't know.
Sacramento. Yeah.
Yep.
Sacramento. And then we was in SAC, and he was like, we gotta move. We're moving to Arizona. Like, for me, I was like, I was good at hoop. I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I had a situation like going on with basketball out there, and my
Okay.
family was out there, and but whatever, I had to move, so we moved out here. And to answer your question, like, do I go back to Vallejo? Like, I got a lot of love for Vallejo, but like, my auntie, she died from cancer, and I felt
Mhm.
like my cousin had got locked up, and my uncle just wasn't doing good, and then my other
Mhm.
auntie moved, my cousin moved, and I feel like all my family kind of just left
Kind of
Vallejo.
split up a little
Yeah,
bit.
so like
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't really go back 'cause I don't really have nothing out there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I got some family that like is still around there. But I always got love for the Bay. I feel like the Bay is like a dope spot. Like,
Mhm.
culturally, like if you have not gone to the Bay Area, I feel like I highly suggest it. You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
it's a dope spot to travel to.
No,
You
most
know, for
definitely.
sure.
What do you think is what's the difference between, hustling, networking, getting a name out there versus coming out here
You know what's
and doing the same thing?
you know what's crazy? I don't want to say I never had a name in the Bay, but I feel like I never really got the chance to
Okay.
do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I came out here when I was like high school, like 15,
Okay.
and eventually I got into parties out here. But I tried to do a show in the Bay. You know, I did a show at it was called Blue Lamp with this artist named Lil Slug, who
Okay.
he's got some buzz and set. Like,
Mhm.
he's from Hayward, which is like it's like it's NorCal, but show flopped, and it just didn't work out. I wanted to work out, so. But I fuck with a lot of people from the Bay. I feel like growing up, like, there's a lot of people who like I looked up to, like, from the SOBs
Mhm.
to the Nef the Pharaohs to like people like Filthy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All
Mhm.
types of different artists, even if they're not from the Bay, to where I feel like I was blessed to work with, or just fuck with on a personal level. So
Got
I
you.
feel like I got the taste of it still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
most definitely, for sure. So you would say that's where you get obviously a lot of your flavor, a lot of your influence from.
I
You
do
feel me?
definitely. Growing up out there, it was always just like you would go out, and I always be little, but my auntie would take me to Six Flags. I had the season passes to Six Flags. There's Six Flags in Vallejo,
Mhm.
so we would go out. You see people with their girls. Always had the people in the Bay was baggy jeans. Everybody had the FG plus jeans on. It was tall tees. Like,
Mhm. Yes, sir.
bro, I swear to God, I was wearing tall tees in fourth grade. I look back on it, and I see pictures of myself like wearing that shit, and like, I'm like, what the fuck was I like? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck did I think I was? But it was just like, kind of just like, I had my god brother too was out there, so that's big bro. I'm like looking up to him,
Mhm.
and I'm like seeing like he's older as my god brother, so he's like 5 years older than me, and I'm seeing he always in the plain tees and the baggy jeans and shit like that. So I feel like that's where I kind of got my influence from, was just being around it, and just seeing for myself like what it
Got you.
was.
Got you. Okay. For sure. For sure. So I think when I first noticed you, or seeing that you was making a name, was on IG, I think, and I seen you with KG Royalty
All right.
and Sergio, aka Mr. Pay It Forward,
Yep, my
aka
boys for
Beast
sure.
Fit Nation.
Yes, sir.
How did that connection come about? How did you link up with them? You feel me? And how did that relationship grow to be what it is today?
Man, Sergio, I met through my boy Alec. He was going to ASU at the time, and Sergio had a house out there in Tempe, and they was roommates.
Hmm.
And that they was like living together, so they would always pop out, whatever. And that's how I got introduced to Sergio. And basically, there was this dude who was like trying to get us to invest into like throwing like parties and like shows and shit like that.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And Sergio was like, bro, I'm not trying to like invest into what you got going on type shit. He's like, I'm trying to do it myself. And, you know, at that time,
Mm-hmm.
um, I had linked up with JT through my boy Alec too.
JT Holmes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually had invested into a Halloween party um, that was the Purge. Like, this, like, shit, damn near like 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
Okay.
But I put like a couple $1,000s into it, you know, and this time I really wasn't throwing parties like that. But that shit sold the fuck out on Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
and my boy Sergio ended up booking the Aura venue, or it was School of Rock at the time. He ended up booking it and sold out too. And then we kind of was just like, bro, like I had success here, you had success here, and it was kind of like that shit drew us together. And then through that, I did another event, which was Lil Bibby, and I was looking for promoters. I didn't really know what I was doing. I had found an investor,
Mm-hmm.
and
So this is you and Sergio, right? Just you two.
yeah, me. That's how I met Sergio.
Just
Basically, it was
okay.
like just it was kind of like through my boy Alec, but it was like throwing like through parties is kind of how we developed a friendship. If that
Got
makes
you. Okay.
sense. Like he had success on a party, I had a success on a party, and it was just like more like, okay, like
Got you.
let's fuck with each other on this type tip, you know.
Okay.
And then just a relationship grew from that, you know.
Bet. And then when did KG come into the picture?
KG came into the picture when I at this time I was trying to do my own show, which with Little Bibby.
Okay.
Which like he don't really do music like that anymore, but at the time Little Bibby was like,
Oh yeah, the drill shit with Chicago.
yeah, no, Little Bibby was a boy for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
I ended up doing that, and I'm just like running around trying to find promoters, and I met KG,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much, you know, we started fucking with each other like that, and you know, that's kind of how the introduction started with me and KG. But
Okay.
the like it obviously grew from there, but that's how I met, bro.
Got you, man. Shout out to both of them.
Yeah, my
Sergio,
brothers, man, for
KG
sure.
Royalty, man.
Oh God,
Dope,
much love
dope
for my
individuals
boys.
right there. You feel
Yeah.
me? So, would you say the Purge was your first show, or what was the first event show you would say that you got involved in? Was the Purge the one, or what can you remember as far as the first event show that you got involved with, made some bread?
So I did the Purge with JT, which I was an investor, you know, and I was helping Flyer and trying to like get the game of that shit.
So that was the first one
That was the first one.
in
But
Arizona.
my first like show where it was kind of like all the weight was on me
Mm-hmm.
was Little Bibby.
With
You
Lil
know?
Bibby. Okay.
I found the investor,
Mm-hmm.
which, you know, we still solid to this day. Like it didn't work out how we both wanted it to, but it was more like me just trying to like put a foot into the industry. Like, okay, how I had success here, fuck it, let me try it again. And it didn't work out how I wanted to, but like it was more just cool. Like
Yeah.
for me, just seeing it come to life, like seeing Brett come, like seeing him perform, like,
Yeah.
and it kind of just made me want to keep doing it from there.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So, going back to, the company, man, Dreams and Royalty.
Right.
Is that you and KG? How did that come about? What is Dreams and Royalty for the people in AZ that don't know what that is? You
Right.
know what I mean? Explain to them what that is.
Dreams of Royalty, man, really is it's just an entertainment company. You feel me? Like me and KG, like I remember he was going to school at the time, and I forgot what we had going on, but he's like, bro, just pull up, like let's talk, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bro, I feel like we could do some shit. Like I got motion, you got motion, and whatever we like linked, and we was talking, and like I was like, bro, let's just let's form this company type shit, and really try to go like ham with what we got going on,
Mm-hmm.
and fast forward, we ended up doing our first show, which was like as Dreams and Royalty, which was like Slimmy B, I want to say.
Okay.
SLB, shit was a success.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then we was just always just like throwing parties like in the same type of field, but we just linked together, and like me and bro been rocking for like a solid, like I say like solid fucking 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the kind of parties we hosted through, like I couldn't even tell you, probably 300-400 parties.
No, facts.
Like it's ridiculous.
Facts.
Like it's to the point where like it's a blessing though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's
Hmm.
it's like I feel like the way we throw parties is like we're not like not nobody's really trying to be the face of anything. It's more just like, hey, everybody come have a good time. Like, like everybody's stressed out about life. Like whether
Yeah.
you making it, whether you struggling, like everybody's stressed. In their own
Yeah.
type way, shape or form. So I feel like it's just a way for people to come and like have a good time. And
Yeah.
whether we win or we lose, like it's part of it. You feel me?
No, facts. Hey, man, one thing I always remember about that motherfucker KG, though, every time I see him, he pop locking, he dancing, he's doing a spin on the table at the club, man. That
That man
motherfucker, man.
KG.
Funny, bro, but he's a good dude, bro. He always show love, too,
Yeah, man,
man.
he's the energy for sure. He's
Energy, bro. You feel
the
me?
energy bunny of the party,
You
definitely,
feel
man.
me? And speaking of that, man, for those of y'all that don't know, I know you got your hand in the 18 and up joints going on at Aura.
Mm,
Man, y'all need to go check those parties out every Saturday, right?
yeah, pretty much every
Every
Saturday.
Saturday on Mill
Yeah.
Avenue. It's an 18 and up event. Yo, them things is jumping. When I say jumping, I
That-
mean sold out more than concerts that artists come to. You feel
yeah,
me?
nah, that bitch is serious.
That
Like,
shit is serious.
definitely serious.
You feel me?
It's crazy. Like sometimes I even be like, damn, like,
Hmm.
but that's one thing that we do have the advantage on is like there's not too many places where like if you 18, 19, 20 years old to where you can go party. No, it's not gonna get shot up. No, it's not gonna get crashed by the police or
Yeah.
like it's a safe environment where people can come party and like turn up. So I feel like it's got good motion right now, and we throw all the promoters on it, but it works out to where everybody makes money. Like
Facts.
it's
Mhm.
like there might be 10, 12 people involved, but it's everybody's breaking bread, which is it's cool to see. Like
Yeah.
I fuck with it for
That's what's
sure.
up, man. That's what's up.
You know?
Is there well, actually let me reword that. What's been, your favorite venue that you've thrown an event party at? And then what's a venue that's not around now that you wish was still around that you did some work into as far as throwing parties and shit or shows?
Man, that's tough. I feel like it's not around. I mean, I threw a lot of parties at Monarch. I feel like that was like my first like stomping ground. Like once I saw like it was a success, I kind of just like kept trying to book that shit and kept
Mm-hmm.
trying to, you feel me, like get to get to the bag from something that I saw could bring a bag. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
as time went on, I feel like I found like a good situation and like Cloud9 was a cool money maker. We threw hella parties at
Jeez,
Cloud9.
Cloud9, yeah.
Yeah,
On the west side, right?
yeah.
Yeah, them things was jumping.
It was jumping, like it was a cool spot. And there's a lot of people on the west side because even me, like, you know, um, when I moved out here, I moved to the west side because
Hmm.
my family didn't know what was what out here. So we
Yeah.
moved out to the west side. So it's like there's not that much going on out there. So people,
Hmm.
I feel like people fuck with that spot for sure. Um, Maybe Mint, I look back on it like I had did the Roddy Ricch concert and I sold the after party to Mint and um, I had made some money on it and it was cool, but I feel like I remember having meetings with like the owner and the dude who did the Saturday, and I feel like I probably could have attacked the situation differently. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But I kind of like didn't do it like that. But I'll say that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I would
Monarch
like,
and Mint.
Monarch and Mint, I feel like I could have got some more money out of Mint for sure.
Okay, for sure.
Because Intel, I was making money from Intel, but that's much love. There's no disrespect to anybody at Intel.
Yeah.
Everybody at Intel
Mm-hmm.
put money in my pocket, but they got the control of Intel.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
You know who the people are there that run that shit,
Yeah.
and they gonna do things how they want to do it, which I respect, and there's much love. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it meant there was more like freedom to where like people was kind of like could move a little differently.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
So what would you say was your favorite show that you put on? Was it Lil Bibby or was it Roddy Rich or what was your favorite?
I mean, I feel like I've been a part of so many shows, and it's like even like rappers that's like that are like dead. You know what I'm saying? That's not here. That like will like opportunity like visuals that I can see right now that like people like will never see again. Like I got to experience, from like Young Dolph to like Juice World.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being at the Juice World show, and I'm sitting there telling everybody, I'm like, oh, this shit's gonna flop. Who the fuck is Juice World? Like,
Yeah.
I don't listen to Juice World. This shit is not
Mm-hmm.
it. Like, no way. I get there, this bitch, 3,000 people, like, one of the biggest shows I have ever seen,
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Maestro who threw that. He's from California, but that was a dope experience for me. I feel like I shared the stage with Young Dolph. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get to that real soon.
Yeah, but my personal show, I feel like is I'll say I have two. I think Slimmy B from SOB, RBE, and then honestly, I would say Roddy Ricch, just because it's like when I booked him, I was like, I basically I spent about 20 on that show, 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's for the concert and after party,
Yep.
or give or take. You know what I mean? Because I ended up selling that at the party, but. Um, Yeah, Roddy Ricch, bro, because he blew up.
Yeah.
He's one of the
Mm-hmm.
biggest artists in the world now, and I look back on it I remember I'm at In-N-Out eating with bruh, like,
Yeah.
driving, like, they following me to Mint, like, looking back on it, like, I'm like, damn, that shit was, like, crazy to see, like,
Crazy,
where
man.
he's at now, like,
Yeah.
I could try to sit there and call Bird or Dombo and be like, bro, I want to book him, but
Mm-hmm.
he's, like, to the point now where it's, like, he not trying to talk to me. He's talking to Live
Yeah.
Nation, or
He's talking some other shit. Yeah.
he's talking to the Rolling Louds of the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who booking 50 city tours?
Yes.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that. And I would like to get to that, but
Yeah.
I feel like for me that is it's probably my one that like is like seeing how it all transpired was like that's
Mm-hmm.
shit's dope.
Dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's crazy, Roddy Ricch, man. So, just piggybacking off of, you mentioned Dolph, man. Obviously, he left us, last year, you feel me?
Right.
And you hosted for him twice.
Yeah. No, twice.
How was that experience looking back at it? You can mention whatever either one of the shows.
Right.
How was that experience, man? And how did his passing affect you? Did it make you be like, yo, like I was with this dude? Like, how did that perspective, move you at all and affect you?
I feel like, for me, I hosted for Dolph twice. The first time was my boy Shamar. He's from Dallas.
Okay.
He's a big promoter, probably the big one of the, if not the biggest promoter in Dallas. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
He came out here. He was like, "Bro, I'm trying to put together the Dolph show. Paid me like 500. It's probably like 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Slapped my company on the flyer, and you know, I seen how the first time that's when Dolph was like buzzing, so I'm promoting that shit like, and it's getting traction. I think I did a retweet on Twitter. That's how I used to try to make shit go viral. I got like 60, 70 retweets on it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, they're fucking with Dolph. I remember I was at my house and I was sick as fuck though. I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
go to that show. And I wanted to go, but I was like, bro, I was like literally on my couch just like throwing up. Like I couldn't even, if I wanted to go, like I could not go, like I was
Mm-hmm.
fucked up. So I missed it. Fast forward, he came back, and this dude, another promoter from Dallas, Paid Entertainment, shout out them, solid individuals. ended up locking in on some shit, started promoting it, and me and my boy Bev had went. It's probably like 20 people on stage, you know, but just being around bruh's energy and like how like the people fuck with bruh, and like for me it's like I fuck with bruh, like I'm a fan, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I'm not too big to say, oh, I'm not a fan, like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
you know, like I'm a fan, like,
Yeah.
you know, I respect what they got going on, like
Mhm.
I fuck with what they got going on, like, you know, so, you know, Dolph was dope, you know, like his terms of like his passing, I feel like, you know, I can relate to Dolph, like when like, you know, like you never like there's just I'm not even gonna speak on certain shit, but like you never
Mhm.
know, like
You never know.
you never know when like what someone will do for like anything, you know what I mean?
For
Whether
some cloud
it's
or some shit. Yeah.
cloud, jewelry, money, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like people are scandalous, bro. Like people will do whatever for like, you feel me, like something. So I felt like you just gotta be like safe out here and just move
Yeah.
accordingly, you know,
Mhm.
and you never too like I feel like you never too big to like not get got. Like, you know, even
Yeah.
6ix9ine, how you moving like, I'm with no security, like at the gas station, like,
Yeah.
bro, you could get smoked at a gas station. You
Yeah.
know, you didn't get
Yeah.
smoked that time,
Mhm.
but like, for whatever the situation is, you feel me? Like, Dolph like was at the store like damn near by himself, and
On
you
cookies
know,
and shit.
and
Yeah.
boom, he got. Like it's
Yeah.
like one of those where you just gotta be on your p's and q's.
Yeah. I seen 6ix9ine. I think he got snuffed the other day. I seen some shit on the
Yeah,
internet.
he
He got
got
snuffed
clocked.
somewhere at the club or something.
Yeah, man.
That shit funny though. But man, we gonna switch it up, man. Talk about Lifestyles Barbershop, man. Out in Phoenix, right next to Grand Canyon University.
Right.
For those of y'all that don't know, explain how that come about, man. What made you want to get involved in the, in the barbershop? Wanting to invest in that, and then do they got some barbers in there that could slice you up pretty good? You know what I
Yeah, no,
mean?
definitely.
How can people contact them and get involved with that if they need a cut?
The Lifestyle Barbershop, that shit started. I've owned it for like damn near 3 years now.
Okay.
So I went to honestly, I stopped going to high school, so I dropped out of high school.
Okay.
Um, I went to barber school right when I dropped out of high school. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like I was like, man, I gotta get some money. Like whatever, what am I gonna do? I was kind of like fucking around with some other shit, and I was at barber school, and you know, I ended up. I ended up going one time, broke my hand on some stupid shit. Going back, got my L's. Worked at a couple shops, and I
Yeah.
just could never like I never could fuck around and get a comfortable vibe. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna open my own shit. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Okay.
And I had some money, um, and I just made a move, bro. And I was like throwing parties at the time,
Yeah.
and I'm like, GCU is a big ass market for what I
Yes.
got going on already in the party scene.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just smoking, driving around like by the campus, you know.
Mhm.
And I'm like, there's no barbershops over here.
Mhm.
So I'm like, fuck it. I call rent's cheap because it's 30, you know,
Oh yeah.
35th and Camelback, 36 and Camelback. They're like,
36 Camelback.
it's
Yeah, the
not
niggas.
like,
Yeah.
you know, people be talking about how
Mhm.
it's like the Blade over there and shit like that. But to me, I see 27th and
Yeah.
36 like it's sweet. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
For
it's like
sure.
you got a 40,000 kid Christian university
Yeah.
a mile away from 27th and people trying to claim it's the Blade. Like it's
Yeah.
not how it used to be. Like, you know,
It's
like
not though.
it's not, you know, like shit's changed. So
Yeah.
um I feel like that was a big blessing for me, you know, like I know if like I work Sundays sometimes. I work
Mhm.
some, you know, when I moved to Vegas, I didn't work at it at all. You know, I didn't work in it today. I got, you know, I got a good team that they're up there, solid at what they do, and um, I think that's a good. It was a good business that like I know I could always fall back on it. You know,
Yeah.
and
So walk-ins are good and all that too.
yeah, walk-ins.
Okay.
That's all I do with that shop.
Got
Walk-ins.
you. Okay. For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
All right, man. So you've obviously been around a lot of cities in the country, man. Who do you think got the flyest, sexiest honeys, bro? Like
Mm.
all the states you've been to, bro. Who got the flyest females out there? You feel me?
I feel like for me, like when it comes to females, it's like I like all types of girls. I like white girls. I like black girls. I like Mexican girls, Asian girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's like it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm just fucking with this type of female. So, it's hard to say. You know what I mean? Like, I like a good girl, but I love a stripper bitch. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
so. It's just it's hard to like say, but I would say area wise, I gotta give it to Arizona, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to
Sheesh.
Arizona. I feel
Y'all
like
hear that?
I
Y'all hear
mean
that?
like uh you
Scottsdale,
know
downtown
like
Phoenix.
shout out to all the AZ
Shit.
women. You feel me? Like
Yeah, you got some bad
AZ
ones.
AZ got some bad ones for sure, and I feel like AZ is like it's just a pit. Like everybody come from like you know like somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
type shit. So
Yeah.
and I've been different places. You know, Miami got beautiful women. California got beautiful women.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like AZ is just
No,
dope.
facts. For sure, for sure. All right, so we mentioned the honeys, bro.
Alright.
What about, you feel me, on some fly shit, bro? You got your sights on any new pieces, man? I like to ask this to, my fly guys that be coming on the show, man.
Right.
You got any pieces you got your sights on, any new items that you want to cop, put on your wrist, put on your neck,
Right.
put in your mouth, you feel me, pause.
Yeah.
Coming up next.
You know, I feel like for me right now, I've just been really trying to get into like different businesses and like
Okay.
I've been spreading my money out. But I think my next investment is I got the rollie, I got the chains. I feel
Yeah.
like I like my teeth, but I want to get 10 top, 10 bottom,
Okay.
flawless. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Okay. That's fine.
crazy. But it's all right time, right place. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like right now it's not the right time, right place. But eventually,
Facts.
that's what that's what I want to cop. When it comes to
Bet.
like jewelry type shit.
For
You
sure. For sure. Yes, sir.
know?
It's fly, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, shit, bro. We about to wrap it up,
Oh, for
pretty
sure.
soon here and shit, man. But, before we get out of here, man, I want to ask you, man, what type of advice do you have to the young entrepreneurs out there, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that's looking to get into business, man, as far, what can you tell them as far as, taking a loss, and just getting into investing their money into business ventures and shit, you feel me? What kind of advice do you have to people, out there, some youngins coming up in the city that want to throw parties or,
Right.
you know, people in general that want to get involved, with the things that you have, you know what I mean? What advice do you have to them to be smart?
I feel like you can do. It's cliche, but like you can really do anything like that you set your mind to. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's like nothing is nothing you can't grab is like nothing's too far. Like I feel like for me it's like it's trial and error. Like you might feel like this is the way to do something, and you try it and it don't really work how you want it to do. You come at it this way, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have more success, and then you're like, okay, well this shit didn't work, this kind of worked, but now I'm coming at it this way, and then you just keep prolonging in your success. But um, I would say just stay consistent, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
stay down. You feel me? Like um, nobody got it figured out like all the way, but it's just you gotta try to just progress every day, big or small. Try to like eliminate your like keep your habits at a minimum.
Yeah,
You feel me? Keep your habits at a
that's
minimum
key.
type
That's something
shit.
that I'm working on daily too. Shit,
Yeah,
that should be tough, man. I'm
it's
telling you, man.
hard. You feel me?
Habits, man. It's hard.
Right.
We all got vices and all that too. So
Definitely, man.
you feel me? And lastly, man, what do you got coming up next? Any other business ventures? Any other shows besides the Aura shows? Let the people know what you got coming up, man. What does Jordan got coming up next?
Man, really, I'm just I still got the parties going on. I took a back seat on the shows.
Okay.
But I really just kind of all in on this OnlyFans agency. I'm trying to build with it. I
Okay.
got I feel like a solid um, core base of like models that I'm working with that I feel like is that I've been having success with, that I want to continue to have success with.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to get money like 7, 8 different ways, and
Yeah, man.
from the Airbnbs to the parties to OnlyFans to all types of shit, bro. So I feel like nothing's like nothing's nothing's promised. So I just be waking up every morning just trying to get to it, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like Larry June said, you gotta have 6 ways for me to get paid. Well, hey, man, my
Man.
dog, salute for coming
Thugs,
through.
man,
You feel
appreciate
me?
you, bro.
It's a pleasure for
Love.
sure, man.
Nah,
You feel
It's
me?
dope, man. I fuck with y'all for sure, and I like what you got going on, man.
Yes,
Gotta keep
sir.
it up, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, y'all, once again, man, check out Club Aura on Saturday nights, man. That shit is jumping, you feel me?
Jam packed.
All night, you feel
Serious.
me? Jam packed, you feel me? My dog, Jordan Menzies, you feel me? In the building. Your boy Stabs with Age Way Too Active, man. Catch us on the next episode. Feel me? We out of here.
Sir, AZ way too active, man. Fuck with the thugs.